perspective here. So this right here was the initial training site that has been, let me log into here. This was the system, this was the initial training site that has been responsible for all the success that we have in our community today. People like Seth doing upwards of 40,000 in a month, Dan doing over, way over 6 figures, Steve doing way over 6 figures, Rayburn crushing 6A and having 20K months, Angela just killing it doing 20K months, Carlson doing $65,000 months, me and Matt having 6-figure months, Eric Street having $40,000 months, Barbara doing $8,500 in a month, Nathan doing consistent $5,000 months. I mean, there's probably so many more that I didn't even name, but all of that has been created from a simple back office that is just this, a series of one intro video that Matt made in a basement in Canada that's 1 minute and 48 seconds long, and simply 7 training modules. 7 training modules that, for the most part, were somewhat outdated. I mean, even when Steve and Dan got started with this, they were somewhat outdated, but it still worked. Everything we have here still worked. So these 7 lessons, and then, each of them were 2 minutes, and then maybe like an advanced only sales training, which is for people who wanted to build their own funnel, just that. Which, obviously it's not the most aesthetically pleasing site, but it's because of the value we had and the content we had, it's been responsible for millions of dollars in sales. Millions and millions and millions of dollars just from this right here. So now I want to show you guys. Well, I'll have Eric walk, because Eric's doing everything here. Yes, me and Matt will shoot the videos that he needs, but if it wasn't for Eric putting the pieces together and the code, if you looked at his computer screen, the only thing you would think is the Matrix. It's literally like, you can literally get lost there. So Eric's literally every day he's on a call with his programmer he works with, and he's like, hey Brandon, we need the XQ3X code to integrate with the API and the sales thing with the LMXQR to iPhone 66 37G45.5, and then things just happen. So he does that, and then he refreshes the screen, and he's like, hey, Julian, look at this, and then it's like the most beautiful thing ever. So now I'm going to have Eric walk you guys. Let me just see what people are saying here. Everyone's getting excited. So now, this is the original site here. So now this is the new Global Affiliate Zone back office portal that Eric has put together for everybody. Just keep in mind that some of the content and stuff is still being uploaded, but there's a lot in there. But imagine what we've already created and what we've done, and now imagine that with a back office like this and a place where people can come in. So I'm going to have Eric log in and kind of walk you through what we have here, how landing pages are going to be. Eric's made it where, how now you create, you get started and you have to ask your sponsor for a landing page, and it takes time. I know for me personally, it takes me a long time to get back to people to give it to them. Eric's created it with integration so that when a new member joins, they have the highest converting landing page instantly just by joining. So affiliate coded and everything like that. So I'm going to have Eric log in, kind of walk you through everything, and show you what he's been working on. And let us know in the comments throughout, what you guys see, what you think of this, and then we'll do that. So this is the first time people are seeing it. I don't want to get too in detail, but give them a brief overview of how everything works.
So when Julian came to me and showed me how he's put together everything, I mean, really it was a duct tape system. I saw the coaching process. I saw how the calls are being handled. I saw pretty much every step of the way. And to be honest, I was impressed that you guys have been able to generate any sales whatsoever. So I came out here to work for a couple weeks, and believe it or not, I'm selling my house in Philadelphia, and I'm here full-time living with Julian and Cam and Kayla, and it's been an amazing experience. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and log in and explain a little bit what we've been working on over the last 3 months or so. So I'm going to log in as myself into the back office, and basically this is what you're going to see. Basically, as a student coming in, after they make a $99 purchase, it's going to push them right into the back office, and we're going to always start with the coaching process that you guys are used to. The beautiful thing about this whole system is it's completely custom built. We have full control over every step of the way, and it really streamlines everything. When we say that you guys have a 90% done system for the newest person coming in, this is truly a 90% automated done system for everyone coming in now. So the first thing that they see is they have their 5 steps, and these are really the main 5 steps that are going to get them through their training, through their coaching process, get their products, their product form submitted, gets their profile set up, and they get all the way through the training. So with the first step, let me just get this working here.
And let them know as well that it's going to be grayed out until they complete it.
Yes, so basically once they come in, you have to go through these 5 steps initially in order to really do anything. So the first step is everything's locked up. Each of these steps are grayed out, just like as you see here on the 5th step. It's grayed out. You can't really click anything until you go ahead and complete the coaching process. And just to show you what it looks like, I've already completed it. And the system tracks every step of each lesson that they do through a course or through a coaching process. So what happens is if someone goes and they complete 5 steps of their coaching process and they stop, we know where they are, and we can trigger automated sequences of follow-up emails, SMS messages, even push notifications to them that will keep them going through this process all the time. And of course, like Julian mentioned, there's a call center, and they have full access to this as well in order to constantly push your leads along. You'll never be taking coaching calls. It's really an amazing process that came from a big picture, and now it's really something that's a reality. So just looking at the coaching process, I already completed it here, but I'll jump to it directly. If I go to my training center and I click on my courses, this is kind of what the coaching process will look like here. There's no menu here because of the fact that we want to push them through. You don't want them to jump ahead. They go through all their lessons just like they do. This is all updated coaching processes, new videos. You'll see some new faces coming in. You'll see Kamith in here. You'll see Kayala. The questionnaires are broken down more into each step so they have more time to think and understand and be able to articulate their answers while they're going through the coaching process. And it's a pretty similar to what you've seen in the Project GSD back office, the old one. So once they go ahead and they complete their coaching process, it will congratulate them. They'll see they're completed on here. On the step 1, and then it will push them right away to go get their products. And as you can see, I've already completed that step, so I'll just go jump back directly to it by typing it in.
And one thing you're going to notice here is a lot of times, sometimes there's people that are ready to take action, and maybe they want to get their products before they get on a coaching call, because a lot of people, they're ready to take action quick. In another company we were in, before they got on a call, they had the option to buy the products. Obviously, we didn't have a streamlined way because there's forms and stuff, so Eric came up with this concept so that they can get the right forms they need, and we'll walk them through it.
Right, and absolutely. And the beautiful part about the system is everything is here. There's no jumping around. There's no going back to the Facebook group. There's no logging to this site, grabbing this file. It's completely streamlined. They don't ever have to log out, move away from this. It's just supposed to push them all the way through. So here we have a form which I actually don't even remember the password for, but it's basically a form explaining people how to fill out their...
You guys have probably seen it. It's the 10-minute video that Balazs made explaining how to fill out your forms.
Right. And so we're going to add all the countries in here, but basically what you'll do is you'll be able to select a country, select what products, so we break it down, you select it from a list, and it will generate the forms right for you on the spot. So there's no more going around, jumping, looking for the right forms, people having questions. We'll streamline it to the fact that person knows what country they're in, what products they want to order, and it'll generate the forms right then and there for them.
It's so simple.
And like Julian mentioned, if someone is stuck on getting financing or they're still coming up with the money, but they want to move forward, they want to go through the training, they want to get their subscription and have access to all of the courses and everything that's going to be offered in here, we will allow them to skip this process as well. However, it will still be required and marked on the dashboard for them to have to complete this step. So once they complete that step, this will be marked as complete, and then of course they jump in and they're going to start completing their profile, which is just some basic information that's going to allow them to basically allow us to set up their webinar pages, their affiliate links, their landing pages, and pretty much everything like that. So if I go to, and I'll jump again directly to that because I completed this step.
Yo. You want to just touch on, too, one of the things there, the reason why he's saying that people can skip that step is so that, say, for example, people are maybe going through and maybe they submit their forms or maybe they're saving up or maybe they're waiting for going for financing. They haven't put that through yet. They're able to skip that step so that they can move on to grabbing their pro membership and at least start marketing like that and earning some money there to be able to go back and earn the money to grab whatever position that they want if they're not in the position right now to get something. So regardless to whether they have the money or have the financing, they can get started right now with something and start promoting it and start getting results right away.
Yes, they still have a way to generate commission revenues, and just by offering, we generate the affiliate links for them just by pushing people through the system and getting them to sign up. they will be able to earn revenue and, like you said, just get to where they need to be. So once they completed that, we have a very simple profile setup, which this is already pre-filled out because it generated this information for us. You're going to put in your contact information and your social information. So for example, when you put in your Facebook URL, your Hangouts ID and stuff like that, this is stuff that's going to populate your thank you pages, your landing pages, and as Julian mentioned before, we will be offering the highest converting landing pages, pretty much everything the best of the best, and it's just automated. Once you start using the system, once you fill everything out, it will populate all that stuff, generate your affiliate links, and you're ready to go. There's no asking for where my landing pages are, where's my links, why am I waiting for it? It's done for you, and it's all automated. So once you go ahead and you complete this step, and I'll just pretend that I did that, all of this is completely working right now. I just don't want to change anything. The person will go ahead and they'll confirm their subscription, which is basically when they buy in, they get a 30-day access to here. By confirming the subscription, that's a monthly, and they go ahead and they have access to this full-time, all the time. They get access to the latest training materials, the latest, the best performing ads, and everything that's going to be offered through here on an ongoing basis. Constant value going to be added into this back office. I don't see. I mean, I would be in here every day, literally. And another awesome aspect about this is we built in an entire social engine into this. So as you guys are using the Facebook page right now to communicate, to share files, to welcome new people, we actually went ahead and we generated pretty much an entire social network within this back office. So I'll show you a little bit about my profile here.
How sexy.
And so here's a profile here. You have different achievements. You'll be able to see where everyone's from, what their status is, who their sponsors are. We have a comment system. We have a private message system. We have achievements. We have the ability to congratulate people automatically. They joined a Global Affiliate Zone. They set up their GAZ profile. They completed the coaching process. All of these are, all these options are gamifying this entire back office, constantly pushing and motivating people to complete sales, to complete their training. And as you can see, these features are still under development because we want to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. These social aspects are beautiful. They're fun. They add engagement. They build user loyalty. They keep people coming back. But we want to get this stuff, and you guys will be able to crank sales as soon as possible. So we have journals. We have goals. We have to-do lists. We have a calendar. You'll be able to see when your coaching calls are. You'll be able to schedule meetings. You bring in your team. You'll be able to see your downlines schedule. So everything is really just completely built in here. I'll jump around a little bit more, and then I'll let Julian come back on here. But like, for example, the main two sections you're going to be working with is the training center and the marketing center. So the training center is really where all your courses are going to be. All the training is going to be pushed through here. Every new course that's added. We have recommended reading lists on here. So your team coming in, right off the bat, you can say, guess what? You want to start getting motivated. You want to know the first steps, how I learned. These are the top, reading lists. This is how I got started. The marketing center is going to have a community leaderboard in here. You'll have your own stats as well. This stuff was just built like 2 days ago, so we're still filling some of this stuff in. But you guys will be able to see really who's doing the best, and be able to communicate with each other and get advice and things like that. Marketing materials. We'll be pushing out all the best performing ads and ads copy right here. No more looking, the highest quality versions. You grab the link directly, or you can download the video. These will be populated constantly on a monthly basis with the best performing stuff. And there's no more jumping around looking for people's ads. You guys get it directly in the back office. This is the value that you're getting here. We generate all the affiliate links for you. I just jumped to the affiliate links section. So for example, here's your landing page. And another awesome part about this is that we built a domain rotator in here, which is so when you're sending out your emails and a domain gets flagged or it starts hitting spam folders, we basically will have a constant rotation of 20, 30 webinar URLs, checkout pages, landing pages. So when a domain gets flagged or we notice that it starts hitting a spam folder, we will automatically flag it in the back office, and it will get removed and swapped out for you automatically. So you can stay up to date. You'll get a notification saying, hey, we swapped out your landing page. Here's a fresh domain. It works the same way. Everything will be completely automated. You'll get your link to promote the Global Affiliate Zone back office. This is where the monthly and the monthly sales will come in for people who aren't ready to move forward with their trifectas or their Enagic products. They can use these links to push traffic and at least generate some income and maybe help them get their products. We track everything. So you'll always know how many visits you're getting, unique clicks, conversions, sales, revenue, commissions. We're working in some charts right now. It's blank, but this will be working by the end of the night. And so you'll really be able to drill down and see exactly what's performing the best. You'll be able to select from different landing pages that we offer you guys and see which ones are performing the best for you without having to screw around with it and split test stuff. We're doing all of the split testing on the back end. These guys are working full-time testing stuff for you guys to make it a truly 90%, maybe even 95% at this point of an automated system. We have news and updates constantly, new events. For example, we're still working on the back office here, Tech Tuesdays, new calls, team calls. So you'll always be able to stay up to date, and again, you'll get notifications on all that stuff. And there's still a ton of things that we want to do. I mean, we have ideas, like to-do lists of hundreds of items. So there's going to be constant value coming here. And I'll end it there. I'm just going to show you a really quick sneak peek. This is the admin section. This is how we manage everything. This is really where we add courses, manage the products, posts, webinars, add domains, all the analytics. So this is really where a lot of the work goes in from Julian and Matt and Cam of inputting the stuff for you guys, and they'll be using it, so I have to build the tools for them as well. So I'll hand it over to Julian. I'm super excited. I mean, I'm ecstatic to see you guys use this system, because as of now, it's just been concept, and now we need you guys to test it and give suggestions and tell us what you think. And really, any feedback you guys have, it's going directly to me, and it gets done. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. I'll hand it over back to Julian. I look forward to seeing you guys using that. Thanks.
So, Eric, I just want you to hear some of these comments of what people are thinking. But
Sure.
let us know, so far from whatever Eric's put together, what you guys think here. And I just want Eric to see kind of. So Anthony says, so amazing, that's sexy, so freaking awesome, profess, so fresh and so clean, already so hyped. Whoa, love it already. It's sick value. That's your new name. Sexy, looks awesome, nice. Holy cow, Eric, this looks bomb. Good job, very detailed, powerful, awesome. Oh boy, wow, all the way up, amazing, awesome. This is so lit. This is going to be sick, absolutely amazing. Does this system cost additional money, like a monthly fee? Matt will touch on that in a second. Josh says, holy cow, did I die and go to heaven? I'll pinch myself, still alive. Carlos says, wow. So let's see here. Genius.
Guys, I hope you caught the fact that Eric kind of spilled the beans on something extremely important. You're going to be able to market GAZ, and the people you bring in can market GAZ to make an income if they don't have the money for Enagic. There's going to be a way for you guys to earn an income if you don't have money for Enagic.